Hi, this is Kerry here coming at you at kerrysyntheticlubes.shopamsoil.com. As you see in front of me, I have gallons and quarts. One of the things I wanted to mention right away before I forgot about it, one of the things buying by the quarts and gallons, by the case, you'll make 10 cents per quart by buying by the gallons. Of course, it goes on as you buy a 30-gallon drum or a 55 or the 250-gallon tote. I found, as I said before, the 55-gallon tote or the 55-gallon drum, the best one as far as value for us. Having said that, I started way back with a motorcycle, and I'm going to get into the profits, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about this. By trying, I was looking for a synthetic oil for a wet clutch motorcycle to cool it down. I found out with Amsoil, things are kind of history since then. I've continued to use the products, continue to try different products, and that's what I wanted to bring out here at this profits talk. That's one of the things that you want to do, because that's going to make a difference in your profits. What you believe that Amsoil will actually do for you and your consumers. It's made a believer in me. In the next video, I'll talk about a few things that have happened with Amsoil products with me, and also what's happened when I make tech calls. And we'll move on into the profit range. The first year I was suggesting, like I said before, to my consumers, they seemed pretty open to it because I was suggesting it. So my first year was okay. I wasn't overly impressed, but still, I had the Amsoil banner out front. I was getting a little bit of traffic because of that. I continued into the next year where I thought, okay, I see what's kind of happening here, and I talked about it more often. Of course, gaining more consumers using Amsoil at our shop, bringing more people. You have to remember, I'm in an area of 1,100 people in my little town, and that's dropping off. It's not like we're booming. So again, I'm really happy to have any extra traffic that I can get. But what happened, I doubled that sales the next year. That I was a little surprised at, but not shocked. What did surprise me the following year, I had a 30% increase, continuing to do the same thing. Apparently the word was getting around a little bit, but something was happening, and I really liked it. I am the Amsoil guy in this area, even though there are other shops that have it. I should say other parts that have it, but that's because I put it in there for them and got them started. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, having gone back to it, starting out as a preferred customer is your best avenue. It costs $100 to get the free freight. Again, I would suggest you take it home and bring it to your shop and put it in your vehicle. Suggest to your mechanics that they try it. Lawnmowers, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, you name it, look it up. They seem to have the oil for your vehicle or for whatever else you may have. Lubrication is their thing. Again, our last year, I didn't expect to have an increase too much in our what we sold. Again, went up another 30%. That's partially due because some cars out there now with a 020 are demanding that. But that's helping to increase our sales in Amsoil. It's coming right in. As you can see off here to my right, you'll see the CVT transmission fluid, but that's something else that they have to give you an idea. Profit-wise, I know that's a concern because you think maybe your oil changes are going to drop off. Was not the case in mine. Oil changes stayed steady. The profits increased because I was using a higher profit or a higher price product. Yeah, the percentage that it was going down by the amount invested into it, but oil changes have never been a big profit, as you know, but it was steady. I came up, it was, if I remember correctly, it was around 20% when I was paying freight as a dealer. Now, as a retailer, I wasn't, but I made the transition to the dealer, which did cost us some profits in the beginning. But now, I can buy $350 worth as a dealer, and then I get free freight. The retailer is at $350, you get free freight. So that helps your profit range. And then the other thing that most guys don't think about, I put a gold Napa filter on with my OE oil, and I put the 10,000 mile filter on with the XL oil. And if you're going to go with the Signature Series oil, use Amsoil's filter. There's a reason for that. I don't know if you can see the bridging in this cutaway, but it's built more like a motorcycle filter. You're paying for this element in the first place. Yes, they cost more. Again, your profits go up with that filter. And again, you're thinking, well, they can go further. Of course they can. They may be driving like they are here. I have some consumers that are driving clear to Pittsburgh, which is roughly 90 miles, 180 miles a day. Boy, not changing the oil every every month was really a great thing for them. They know to check their oil. That's something they are doing. And I'll go back to that here. One of the things we are noticing, I need to cover this because it is important. You've probably already noticed the newer cars are using some oil. I haven't seen real stats on it yet. That we're really trying to educate consumers to stop here, have us check your oil, or check it at home. And having even said that, they can put whatever oil with Amsoil that will blend with it. It's not a problem. Get oil in the car. Don't let it run low. But again, back to our profits, I've seen that continually go right with whatever I'm selling. This year I expect a nice increase because I'm not paying freight. If you get over, I believe it's either $1,200 or $1,500 worth of an order, which I do occasionally, I get another 2% off, and that's off of that type of an order. So there is profits to be made as they increase, as I found here. I suggest you buy the quarts and the gallons to start with by case. I stepped up to a 30-gallon drum, and I realized I was better off buying a 55-gallon drum. I now keep in stock a 55-gallon drum of 530, which its popularity, as you've noticed, is dropping off a little bit. I also have a drum of 520, and I'm probably going to be putting a drum of 020 as our sales continue to increase. I bet our sales are about, I'll bet we're selling about half our oil changes on Amsoil now. Partly because of the demand, partly because of the suggestion, and matching it to the consumer. That about wraps it up for what you can do as far as profit. You can mark those wherever you want them, make it work in your area, and that's what I would suggest. You know what you can do, you know what you need to make on an oil change. Don't be too concerned about it dropping off. You promote this by the value, that's not going to be an issue. Consumers will actually start changing the oil like they should be. Your profits are going to stay there. Your oil changes and a chance to get under that car are going to stay there. They've done it 3 years running now for me, so I'm not a bit concerned. So thanks for being with me. We'll continue on. I want to tell you a few stories about Amsoil, the company, in the next video. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you soon here.